What's up, guys? This is Jensen and welcome to another video. So as we all know, Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum are an exciting duo there in Portland. I can't say enough about these guys. They're so fun to watch. Portland's always a relevant team because these two guys are there. And I think that they have to keep this duo together because they have a good synergy together. There's just something about them. They have a good chemistry. They're good leaders. I think you got to keep those guys together. But at the same time, I think that if the Portland Trail Blazers want to win an NBA championship, they're going to have to try and find a third star. Because when you're looking at the duo of Dame and CJ, while they're great, as we all know, they're not Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. They're not LeBron and AD. They might not even be Luka and Kristaps. Their ceiling is not that high of those guys, and that's kind of limited them. There's a reason why these guys get swept out of the playoffs every year. Their ceiling is kind of capped at this point with the roster they have, but if they find a third star, they might be able to get into the upper echelon of the Western Conference. And I think that they might need to make a risky move by trading for a third star, perhaps. They have some assets that teams might like. And Fernie Simons, he's the backup point guard. They really believe in him. Nasir Little, perhaps. This dude had high upside going into college. And he still has a high upside because of his physical tools. Maybe a team could find him intriguing. Obviously, they have some first-round picks. They have some other assets. Maybe a Rodney Hood could intrigue a team or something. But could they maybe get LaMarcus Aldridge in a trade, maybe, where you can reunite with Marcus Aldridge? As we all know, he was a former Trailblazer before he joined the Spurs. I think that he would give him a nice interior post weapon, because right now the Blazers don't really have that interior weapon that can score in the paint. Even though I think LaMarcus Aldridge is getting older and is on the decline, that's also good for the Blazers because he can still be a third star, but at the same time, he won't cost them as much assets as some other guys. Or could they convince maybe the Orlando Magic to give up Nikola Vucevic? This dude was an all-star last year. He's very skilled. He can space the floor. And he's pretty dangerous when he's on. Nikola Vucevic, he's a good player. I think that if they could get Vucevic with those assets, that might be even better than getting LaMarcus Aldridge. Or if they get clear enough cap space, maybe they can get DeMar DeRozan. I don't know if it'd be the perfect fit because he also needs the ball in his hands. But I think that would increase their ceiling, perhaps, even if it might slightly lower their floor because too many guys need the ball. It might not end well. The Blazers need to try something because as of right now, their ceiling is capped. There's only a certain distance they can go in the Western Conference, whether it be the first round, the semifinals. Their ceiling is capped. If they can find a third star that can increase their ceiling, they have to do it this offseason, in my opinion. If they can find a third star, they might just end up in the upper echelon of the Western Conference. But that third star is going to be very important, whether it be DeRozan, Vucevic, Aldridge, whoever they find. That's going to have to be very important for the Blazers because Dame and CJ are fine. But just those two dudes, that's just a playoff team at best. They're not really going to get to the NBA Finals. But as the Warriors showed in 2015, the point guard can be the best player on the team. Steph Curry was the best player on the team of a championship team. Damian Lillard can be the best player on a championship team. The third star, though, that's the key. Will they find it? That's going to be the question to ask heading into the offseason. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys. Please like and subscribe. I'll be hearing NFL and NBA hot takes as the season goes on, and have a good day. Remember to follow me on Twitter, Jets of Sports. See y'all later.